Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
You have the LeBlanc with the cheaper item. I think it's a little bit early because we're still playing on patch 11.12.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of a problem. However, this is a similar... Doran.
Oh dear. Yeah, Doran might have to flash here. As the flash in from Croco to try and get that early aggression. Doran's going to flash down towards his Xin Zhao. And he's just dead. Blank's just going to turn around. So first blood goes over to the Udyr, and I think you're exactly right.
Very good pivot. No, Croco, don't do that. Oh, Croco. Oh, it's the crab fight.
Yeah.
They're raving.
It is going to be a 3 versus 3 as Summit getting a lot of value so far. It looks like Udyr is the call, and they will take him down. Is now Blank at level 4 trying to turn this. The double kill for the Rise. Fate now knows that he has to get the heck out of there. And he will do so. Effort comes in pretty. Also, he's completed the items that he needs to, right? The Oblivion Orb and the Sork Shoes. Both of them come on in as Blank. About to get sandwiched. There are 4 people in this mid lane. As Croco will find the Xin Zhao. Blank looking for the knockup, finds it here, is now Dove. He's like, what the heck is going on? Everyone's in my mid lane. But now he's chasing after Liiv SANDBOX. They do manage to take down Blank, and now they've overstepped as, man, we are throwing leads back and forth all day long. Effort surviving just somehow. As Fate, that's his clone, so he'll be absolutely fine.
And gets out.
Yeah.
And while that is happening, creating so much space, and the fight thing hasn't stopped.
Yeah, Doran looking to try and take down Summit. Scrap Shield comes on in, the flash out from the Rumble, but now he's not going to be a part of this fight. As Effort will go down first. Dawning Shadow comes in here, double kill for the Rise once again as Summit gets on in there, but now he's extraordinarily low. And I feel like Dove was ignored for the majority of that one. The teleport comes on forward. No idea who actually picked up.
As it will be the Mount or the Cloud here right at Summit now also joining the fray. Don't forget, Rumble are as dangerous in these fights as they go in.
Hook isn't going to land, but there's a great play. Harp gets the Devour, uses it for as much time as possible, but has to spit the center out, and she is going to immediately get murdered. Another kill.
Get this turret here, and that is a Jinx with first turret blood and 2 kills. And a fresh.
Yeah.
And that is a really good setup into what KT has, because that is a death brush if I've ever seen one. Effort.
Yeah. He's going to be able to get himself out. Hook is going to connect. It's onto the center. Now Effort taking a fair bit of damage. In goes Blank. They do manage to lock it down. Croco now has to walk over the equalizer. He will flash to get himself out, but Summit's already tidied up the center. And now he's looking to flash his way to escape. Blank goes in. Doran's going to flash over. As we'll see whether Summit can actually survive this or whether Doran can survive it, as that's a bit of a visual bug right there. And Dove's going to come in and say, well, you guys were taking too long. I'll finish that one up after that Realm Walk.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
Yeah,
the first, the Masters of Mayhem.
Masters of Mayhem, I like that one, Hook's going to connect here onto Harp. We'll have some great health, but he's going to have to eat it real fast, and it's not going to be enough. Summit's going to burn down, but only half of his health bar is going to go. Fate moving himself in there as the stun lands onto Croco. Doesn't do a whole lot. KT now have to try and stave off Liiv SANDBOX without their Tom Camp.
So good for SANDBOX.
Well, let's see whether Doran can get in there, and no, not going to happen. I was even late when it came to talking about it, as that Drake just popped. And Shirley will be able to help take down a fair chunk of this outer turret. Might be able to get it as well, as they do have, of course, 5 people in this mid lane, but K-Ramming pretty strongly. There's Fate, not going to be able to find enough poke there. Okay, already find the over for us. Okay, Dove wanting to fight the LeBlanc, and Fate saying, nah, that's not going to happen. That's not how I do business. As at least KT are able to take some turrets this game. It was a bit of a struggle last time around as Croco running real fast. Crescent Guard comes in, but the hook is going to be good as well. Blank goes golden. Dawning Shadow to try and keep them alive, as now Summit's going to land some chains. Now KT looking for the turnaround. Noah once again frontlining, but he's not going to be punished for it this time around. And finally Doran turns up, and Liiv SANDBOX say, well, it's our cue to exit. As, okay, good interruption there from Summit. Stops that Realm Walk from coming through.
A lot of posturing here. Both teams looking for anything that they can find. That is 2 flashes gone. That is on both the Rise.
Oh, we've seen this flash, this hook so many times. As Doran's just going to get dove. He does manage to get down the equalizer, but that's going to do next to nothing. KT have grouped up, and that is a decent snare onto Croco. First, you don't succeed.
It was a good gambit, but it was not enough.
No. Should be this break falling down very comfortably. Croco even in the mid lane. No smite necessary as there was no contest, of course. Fate is just keeping them busy. KT not really making up their minds right now. No. Okay, this is...
No.
Yeah.
No.
Setting up the gank brush, and Liiv SANDBOX are like, okay, well, if you guys just want to sit here.
You saw them walk in there.
Yeah, well, Croco's going to face check. He might be the only one that can, as in goes Fate for a lot of damage, but Croco's already dead. Good exhaust onto Summit to avoid all of that AoE, but he does time it out, and just gets devoured immediately.
What?
My God, the Gore Drinker is filthy from the Aatrox, and now Prince is going to get excited. Liiv SANDBOX, they've hit critical mass, and unfortunately, KT's run around and do nothing strategy really didn't work out for them.
All according to plan, Atlas. It was Croco who walks in, and we're looking at each other like, what is he doing? But as it turns out, as fate.
But to just barely catch him, and KT have decided that they're not going to be able to walk up. So that is a free Ocean Soul going over to Liiv SANDBOX. As I just don't know what KT's plan is right now. They're just wandering around as 5 people, hoping that maybe Liiv SANDBOX sends one person into exactly where they know that they all are.
And even that is, you don't have to dive. A SANDBOX, as I say that, they dive!
They're going to. Dove is going to go golden. Fate immediately gets exhausted this time around as Summit once again gets a great Gore Drinker, but everyone's alive for the moment. Fate is going to be taken down. So there's the first get excited from Prince, who's now just freely auto-attacking. Everyone on KT is just going to melt like butter. Hop, the last one to go down. I believe that was a quadra, or it might have been a triple-double. We like both of them as Liiv SANDBOX is going to march down the mid lane. As KT have just ran out of answers, I think.
And we say it in Champ Select, it's a great drop for a dive comp, but this is not a dive comp from Liiv SANDBOX. You see the poke that Fate brings, you see the range that Prince brings. They can just sit at the objective and hit it and be fine.
Yep. How does Prince ever die?
Well, he doesn't.
Yeah. Well, he did once that one time, but Fate doesn't. As the Nexus is going to be taken down, Liiv SANDBOX with the theoretical best of 3 reverse sweep.